G'day mate and welcome back to Capital Industry with me, Jenny. In our last episode, we attempted to make sure the food didn't back up. We took all our excess food and we turned it into animal feed, which was a good start, very good start. And then we attempted to take that animal feed and feed it to chickens. And then we ran into a small problem. Although the island's been around for 350 years, nobody has showed up on a refugee boat with a chicken. So we don't have any chickens. So we attempted to trade with a local friendly neighborhood, another settlement for a chicken or two, so we can start mass breeding them on the island. And we ran into another small problem. They didn't like us nearly enough. So we sent Mr. Shippy over with a tribute, some construction parts, so they could upgrade their settlement and we could improve our inter-settlement relations. And with that done, hopefully that makes today's episode I get some chickens up and running. And with chickens, of course, we get eggs. And then with eggs, of course, we get chicken meat. And hopefully all of this is going to lead to, of course, bacon and eggs. But that is going to be the grand goal. It's going to be the grand goal that we need to get to. But before we do any of that, I need to ask the most important question of all, and that is, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. Not happy with the video, didn't enjoy the video, by all means, you can have your like back. At the same time, I'm going to remind you, we're in episode, 33 of a Let's Play, a long Let's Play. We're going to be here for a while. Have you clicked subscribe? You should click subscribe. I've just updated the graphic because we just hit 28,000 subscribers. So you should click that subscribe button. And that way, when we hit 50,000, you can say, I was there at 28K. Be very, very important. An accomplishment in your life and in mine. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into today's episode. At the start of every episode, I like to thank those that go above and beyond, those that have chosen to support the channel, and today we're going to be thanking a brand new YouTube member. We're going to be thanking, I'm not going to get to his name in time, am I? Paste! We need to thank the wonderful Bobby Mann. Bobby Mann, who has been upgraded into a mega excavator, one of the rimming team, and he is going to make his way back there ever so slowly. Now, he's not very fast. We're not going to talk about the previous incident that happened that caused his license to be somewhat penalized and have a lower max top speed compared to everybody else in the crew because, well, look, we're just not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it now. By all means, leave your guesses down in the comment section below. But thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby, for being a wonderful YouTube member. Thank you for choosing to support the channel. Good luck with that license. All right, with that out of the way, first thing I need to do is, it says Coal Top has no available designations to be in its mined area, and that is because, well, it's finally happened. We've made a cut all the way down the mountain, which is good for a number of reasons, because this is now the fastest route up and down the mountain. The bad thing is, the zigzag team is still working their way down there. Yeah, I'm disappointed, guys. You should have been done by now. You were set off, well, you weren't set off first. The coal guys were set off first. Okay, I'm less disappointed, but no, I'm still disappointed. I'm just disappointed. We are very close to the end, but we're not quite there. So hopefully they get their stuff together reasonably quickly and get it worked out. I don't want the iron guy. I want you. We're going to throw a couple of trucks on there because I have 6 idle. We're going to throw another one on there as well. And you. Cool. You. Upgrade. Yes, and upgrade. Cool. Hopefully that'll get them through there faster. All right, coal. First thing I need to do with coal is we're going to put in a little wall. Just an itty bitty little wall. I want to put the wall in there and there. There, right? Yes. Upper tile. Yep. I just want to put in a little wall, not so much to, well, basically hold back the dirt. That's really all this wall is going to do. It's going to hold back the dirt. Just because I don't want to deal with the dirt falling into the mine as we come back and we start scraping out part of this area. Now, I have 4 tiles width from top to bottom, which is fine, but now means I have a direct access, which means I want to get some belts up in here. Up in here. Yes, up in here. That's the words I'm going to go with. All right, so first thing I want to do is I actually want to scrape 1 tile to the left. Mainly because, well, one tile, guys, 1 tile. All right, I want to scrape 1 tile to the left because wherever I choose to run belts up and down, which is going to be probably one of the very first things we're going to be doing, wherever I choose to run belts up and down, I need to make sure all the tiles both sides of it are basically empty, because as they start scraping, generally there is a landslide of some sort, and I prefer if they didn't land on my belts and break my belts. So we're gonna have them scrape all the way down one tile all the way through to here. At this point, I think we're gonna scrape, oh no, I can't scrape it. Yeah, no, I need to scrape, oh God, that's a, no, I wanna go level, please, thank you. I think we're gonna have to scrape 2 tiles out this side. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully, yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, landslides. Hopefully they can scrape that out without making too much damage. Next thing I want to do is remove a chunk of belt between here and here. Go away. We're going to upgrade your storage to a big boy storage, there and there. I'm going to copy that coal setting to there and that coal setting to there. You should be the input. Excellent, and done. And then I'm going to remove that, and that. Okay, hopefully that gives us more storage up here. Also, hopefully, actually, you know what? Just upgrade it and upgrade. Yep, hopefully with more storage up here, well, we can scrape out a whole bunch of one side of the mountain so I can get some belts run up and down there. Really want some belts run up and down there. Also want... Oh, I want to get a little bit of that as well. Because coal starts, yeah, about 2 tiles in. So yeah, I want to take 1 tile off the left, and then we're just going to start working on the right. Okay, you may collapse. I don't really care. Yeah, we're just trying to fill in this little bucket, this little hole in the mountain here, so I can fill in everything behind it with dirt. Also, now that we have a more direct route, it means trucks are going to get up and down a whole lot faster. Now, before I get completely sidetracked and forget about what we were working on, we sent Mr. Shippy off, and he upgraded that one. No, that one. No, that one. That one. We can now do this trade. Also, I'm going to send him off to here, and here. Because I want both of these upgraded as well, just so I can organize in people if I need people, because we only have 1 worker available. To fix the 1 worker available, we're going to pause all of that, because I'm not running research currently, which gives me 149 workers, which is a lot of workers, which means I'm also going to go to the uranium mine and crank it up to power level 2. All right, so first thing is chickens. So I have a chicken farm. It is short of chickens, so we're going to go into our trades with the F3 button, and we're going to buy me a chicken. Now, when I buy in 30 chickens, they immediately dump into here. They don't get dumped into the trading dock anymore. They go straight into a chicken farm. If you don't have anywhere to put the chickens, you just can't do the trade, I believe. Maybe they end up in the shipyard. I'm not sure. Speaking of shipyards, can I do that, please? Cool. All right, so I have 30 chickens. Now, every month, the chicken population is going to go up by a value of 1.2. Also, as we can see, I have half an egg. I get half an egg every month because 30 chickens is not a lot. Now, obviously, if I click this button again, I now have 60 chickens. And 60 chickens doubles all the numbers, which is much better. But what I really want to do is I want to build you, and I want to build you, and I want to build you and you. And then I want lots of chickens. I want lots of chickens. So we're just going to do this. And sure, the price does go up and it gets reasonably expensive, but that also almost maxed out our chickens, which is perfect because now I can talk about the maximum numbers. So when it's maxed out, we get about 20 chickens per month. Exactly 20 chickens it happens to be. Also, we're going to get, I think it's 7.5, 7.4 eggs per month. 7.3 it turns out. 7.3 eggs per month. Also, we're going to use 15 animal feed and we're going to need 20 water. We're also going to upgrade that belt. Cool. With those maths worked out, the other option I have is I can enable slaughtering. When I enable slaughtering, even though we get 20 new chickens every month, for some reason we only get 10 new chicken carcasses. Don't ask, don't question it, it's fine. But the other thing I can do is I can forcibly put some chickens into some of the other farms. Oh, I probably need to build those pipes as well. And belts, yes. So what I want to do is 150-ish, 150, 300, 450. Yeah, sure. Let's go 150, 200. Okay, 150 and 150. You don't have enough. Can I remove some from you? 92. Remove some from you. Balancing this is a pain, but it's reasonably balanced. Okay, it's reasonably balanced. We have a reasonable number of chickens to get us started. Okay, with our chickens now seeded at least, they will eventually fill up each one of these chicken sheds. I'm going to enable the slaughtering. this bar is how many you want to kill them off at. I'm going to happy to kill them off when they're full. We're going to copy those settings to all your friends and make sure that we can get these other two running eventually. Next thing I want to do is plug in my belts. So I have, well, eggs on the top belt, which we're going to be bringing out here and over there. Whoop, 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 there. Cool. Let's just put that there. And I'm going to rotate that belt in that direction and build you, and you. I don't see us bringing the animal feed any further this way on the fact that things hang over to a cliff. And I can't see us bringing the chicken meat further that way either. So we're going to run the meat to there. We're going to remove that, and remove that. Okay, so that gets us up and started. How much was it? It's like 16 per month or something for the animal feed. Yeah, we should be fine with just a T1 belt. All right, pipe. I am going to upgrade the pipe to the next tier because, well, I'm about to pull more material off that pipe. All right, now we have this running. First thing I want to do is buildings. We're going to want, building, housing and services. I want a service. I want a food market. We're also going to want a storage. We're going to want a tiny box, and we're going to put said tiny box there. No, we might move that back a few tiles. Can I move? Okay, so you can't go further right, but you could go further right. We're going to take you further to right, and I'm going to put you hard up against there. Okay, so you are going to be eggs. That's not eggs. That's eggs. That one, and you are going to be eggs as well. Eggs go into a giant warehouse, don't question. And with that, and that built, we should have eggs being provided to the town. Now, when we provide 2 food sources, okay? In our case, it's currently carbs and vitamins. Occasionally, if we happen to have any fruit, any vegetables on the belt. We don't always have vegetables on the belt. We'll talk about that later. When I provide 2 food categories, we get a +8 health bonus. When we go to 3 food categories, being the carbs, the protein, and the vitamins, not treats. Treats doesn't provide this health bonus. Then we're going to get a +12 health bonus. So an extra 4 hit points for just giving them, well, carbs, protein, and vitamins. Vitamins. All depends on which country you're from and how you like to pronounce things. But at the same time, our overall food use for all the categories goes down. So we're now going to need to have 28.6 eggs per month, and we make 4. 2.9. 2.9, what was it? It was 7 each. So that's 7, 14, 28. So if I get 4 of these guys running flat out, we should be okay. Yes, we should have enough eggs. Okay, with eggs now sorted. Next thing I want to do is, what is wrong with you? You are these guys. Okay, these guys have a project that we will get to eventually, and the project's going to do a little bit better now that the coal team has dug all the way through, and we're going to have them just dig out another 2 tiles all the way through to about here, because I really don't want to break that belt. I want to have a chance to move that belt before I break that belt. Yeah. So we're going to have them keep digging. Box is very full. Can I technically have T3 belts? You know what? Upgrade. Upgrade. And upgrade. It's not expensive at all. You too. Upgrade. Did I get all the belts? Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, that should provide even more material to finish doing, well, we're most of the way around the island already. Okay, so, you pain in the ass. They're told to dig up, and one of them's gone and driven around the other side to go dig. Oh, God, yeah, okay. Right. Low supply of coal. That's alright, that is way more full than it was 5 minutes ago. Alright, and we are slowly clearing out that 1 extra tile. I'm going to have to grab that tower and realign it already. Sure. All right. Problem sorted. Next problem is... we were going to do meat. All right. So we now have eggs. Obviously, with our eggs, we want bacon. Now, bacon obviously doesn't come from chickens, but we could sort of have it come from chickens. We're going to have it come from chickens. It's going to be chicken bacon, okay? Which means I'm going to need another storage box like so. Can I squeeze this together? No. Can I put you there? I can. Am I happy with that combination? Not really. I think I prefer you there. Okay. We are going to go into food processing, and we're going to have a food processor. Yes, a food processor. Now, food processor, we want to make meat, which is chicken carcasses plus water plus salt equals meat and meat trimmings. Now, meat trimmings go into, well, sausages. That's the only place they go to. So we actually want to start with sausages. Okay, so if I have one of you guys doing sausages, that would require meat trimmings, which are going to come from these guys. Plus it requires flour, which comes from wheat, which requires me to actually plant some wheat. We'll talk about that later. Also requires salt, which that's all right, because it turns out meat needs salt as well. So it'd be convenient to have these guys together. Also, we're probably going to need extra meat trimmings. And there is a recipe to turn extra chicken carcasses into extra meat trimmings. So we're going to dump that there. You, and you. All right. So this is going to be our stage 1 of this little process, where I put all these together and then we try and loop them all together so they work. So we can see chickens come into here, 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 and here. And then meat trimmings and salt come in here along with flour. I don't have flour yet. Flour is a future Jedi problem, 100%. Could not sort all tree saplings after harvest. Really? Really? So trees should be sorted, right? No, you guys are just not bringing it across because you're lazy. Thanks, guys. But I can now feel more comfortable upgrading you two. And upgrading you two if that box is full. Because we couldn't get that box full for the longest time. What is your problem? Oh, you're copper. Well, you belong there. Okay. Alright, so we're going to leave that project till later, but we're going to upgrade the box in the meantime. Alright, back to this. So, I need to bring in my chicken. Actually, no, they're not full yet. Alright, I need to bring in my chicken. I need to get water. Water we have right here. Let's grab the water. Oh, please tell me I can fit through. Oh, that's just annoying. Alright, well, we're going to grab it off this pipe. It's the same pipe. I'm just hoping to grab it in a different location. Can I grab from there and run... Nope, one more tile forward. Oh, that's a storm. Okay, we're going to dump our water pipe there. Okay, we need to bring in chickens, plus we need to bring in salt, and we also need to tie all this together. So, can I just get a storage? Can I get a storage for salt? We'll put you there, and salt. Now, I do have brine right here. Providing I'm using the water, which means I could make the salt right here, which we probably should do, but I'm not going to do purely on the matter of I have a giant bucket here that is full of salt. Are you... Psst, Shippy. Did you do the delivery? Donate. Come home. It's already there. Yeah, okay. Shippy, you gotta come home afterwards so I can reload you. Alright. So we have a giant bucket of salt already. So I'm not gonna worry about making salt on site. We're just gonna bring this through to here, and I'm gonna put you into you, and then I'm gonna put you into you, and then I'm gonna put you into the you. Alright, on top of that, I need the salt. So the salt's gonna come out. Well, actually, it's gonna go there, and then it's gonna go there, and then it's gonna come all the way down to here. We're gonna put it into that hole, and that hole, and that hole. Okay, after we've done that, we can see that I don't need these 2 tiles for any of those, so we can just cut off those 2 tiles and slide everybody further forward. That is all right. Yeah, that is right. And then transport's gonna go a little pipe, and we're gonna go little pipe to big pipe, little pipe to big pipe, and you don't need water. Okay, so this one is going to do chicken plus water and salt equals meat. Great, and also the meat trimmings. So meat trimmings I need to deal with. We're going to bring... I don't think I regret anything yet. Bring our meat trimmings this way. Plus this way. And you are going to bring your meat trimmings this way as well. We're not going to plug them in to just patience. We're also going to bring out our meat, which will go above on a flat belt and above on a flat belt. All right. You are going to be meat. M for meat. Cool. And you are also going to be meat, and you're going to be meat. Now, I could put like eggs and meat in the same food market. I just don't bother. They call it lazy, call it oversupply, call it overdoing things. Whatever you want to call it, it's a choice that I made in life, and it's one I'm going to stick with. All right. Salt, water, chicken. Chicken is... We don't have anywhere slaughtering yet. No, not quite. And I can do more trades. We're going to build you, and you. Yep. Okay. Can I? No, not that one. That one. I don't care. Can I throw a wall here and a wall here? And you really don't want a wall. Can I throw a wall? Little wall? There. There's a hole in your wall. Yeah, okay. Can we just throw those walls in there just to try and support things on the way down and go away? Yeah, we're just trying to fill in this so I can dump down a whole lot more dirt. All right, so I see meat. Okay, so if I see meat, that means you're full. We're going to take a few hundred out of you. We're going to take a few hundred out of you. There's a pause growth button. If I click that, does that stop you getting? It does stop you getting. Okay. Pause growth. Pull. Pause growth. So 400 about even in the other ones. And then we're going to click this button a whole lot. And 400. Yeah. 430, 500. I think it just pauses the growth, but not me removing chickens. Okay, you can lose 50 and you can lose 50, and we now have 266 in each. And remove that, copy, and paste back to all your friends. Okay, everybody should have enable slaughtering and pause growth off, and they should all fill up reasonably quickly. All right, so we want to have salt. Salt's going to come in here, and it's going to meet up with first machine. First machine is, nope. First machine is going to remove that belt and that belt, and actually remove that belt because the belt's in two halves, because I need to slide into here a U-shaped balancer. Yeah, we'll come back to that balancer in a second, but it needs to go in before I put stuff on top. And you can also slide back 2 tiles. Yeah, you just need to get flour. We will get you... Okay, 2 tile gap. I could have slid everything left 1 tile. Well, it's too late now. Okay, no, don't have that belt built. Okay, with this built, at least. What? Please don't deliver things, trucks. You're annoying. Okay, remove the pipe. All right, with salt, eventually. We should have chicken carcasses, and therefore we should have meat, and therefore we should have meat trimmings. With one of these fully upgraded, fully stocked with chickens, we would get 10 chicken carcasses per month, which means 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and you need 30 apiece, which means for 6 of these, I need 2 of these. On top of that, I have an extra one. Which is going to turn extra chicken carcasses into meat trimmings. Now, therefore, I should have some sort of balancer at the back of it so I could, prioritize things and everything else. Instead, we're not going to do that. We're going to have a balancer at the front, which will prioritize the meat trimmings from these guys, because the only place trimmings can go is, right-click on that, it can go to sausages, or we could potentially dispose of them, okay? Because I don't have sausages hooked up, because I don't have flour hooked up, because I haven't actually planted any wheat yet, we need to dispose of them. So I'm going to run you into there, and then for right now, we're going to put one of them on there, and we're going to do the logical thing with, which we do on this island with everything we don't need, we're going to burn it. Meat trimmings, perfect. And I'm going to enable that and that balancer and that little thing in there. You would be a priority out normally, and we can build you. Okay, so that should give us meat flowing into box, flowing into town, which should give us a second protein source, which should at the same time lower our overall egg need per month. Yeah, so our eggs are now down to 14.3 because now we have 2 sources of protein. If I add a third source of protein, being sausages, it would drop it even lower. Okay. Who, what, nah. Bottom iron has nothing to dig. Well, that seems horrible. Can you guys dig that? Cool. Truck can't reach destination. What No. 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 Off, off. Probably helps if I actually build that pipe. Off, off. Okay. That'll probably vastly increase production if I actually plug in the water. Cool. All right. So we now have a second food source. On top of that, I should mention uni. When we feed them meat, we get 0.4 uni per month. So if I come in here and I look at food, we can see meat is at 0.4. Excellent. And eggs at 0.3. Now, eggs is here, also gives a 0.3. Now, another thing I should mention on top of that is there's actually a uni bonus. So because I have housing tier 2 with both water and electricity, I get a 50% uni bonus on top of that. So if we come back into here, food should be, food is 1.5 plus 0.3, 0.4, 0.15, and 0.15. Okay, 0.15 plus 0.15, yeah, plus, what was it, 0.4 plus 0.3 plus 1.5 equals 2.5. Oh, so no, there's a 1 uni bonus for food and then a 50% extra for the housing. For different food types, you don't get that extra bonus, which is a shame. Again, I should reference that I did a whole video on how to gain uni, because uni is extremely powerful. It's extremely powerful for instant building things. It's also extremely powerful for getting yourself out of trouble. Again, I'll link it up at the top right hand corner. You'll find it in the pinned comment and in the description below. Tutorial video on just how to get uni and the different ways you can manipulate the uni system. Yeah, we're not going to talk too much about that in case the devs find out. All right, I'm also going to build you. So you're going to just remove any excess meat trimmings I have. Luckily enough, you produce 6, and you burn 12. So this system went back up. It'll just run forever. All right, next thing I want to do is I need to talk about you. So you were all backed up for a little while there because I was not using the biomass because we weren't using the water. Right now we're using the water, but it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt to have a system that's not going to back up. It's sort of important. So what I want to do is I want to rearrange this to make sure it works properly. So we're going to remove said bucket, remove said belt, and we're going to put our bucket here instead. Okay, bucket belt. Bucket box. Yep. Okay. On top of that, I need to put in a balancer. I'm going to have to put the balancer here. Delete these. And run that into there, and then that into there. You are going to be priority out and build. Okay. So I want to be able to buffer up by biomass and then feed it in there. Okay. But I also need to make sure that we can remove the excess. You know, should it not be able to go in there because we don't need the water, because the boiler doesn't need to run, whatever reason there is, I need to make sure it doesn't back up. So we're going to bring can I get a slower belt? Slower belt. Can I bring a slower belt from there instead? I guess it really doesn't matter. Let's just go from there. Okay, 2 there. And then, like I said, anything we don't want on the island, we either dump in the sea. If we can't dump in the sea, we burn it. So you are going to be burning biomass. Cool. And bobs. All right. That is going to be the plan there. You're going to be able to burn off biomass. We're going to fill the bucket first. Only once the bucket is full, if we still have excess biomass, then we can finally burn it off. Same applies to you. Actually, second thoughts. Yeah, I need to remove you. We need to put one of those there. I also need to put an overflow. So you priority fill the priority out to this bucket with a priority in from here, which is if any animal feed ends up on the main belt, passes through all the way here, and it's then filtered, it's going to come in, go into the bucket first. Okay, then I need to send you out and off to there, which is also going to need a little buffer box and a way to deal with the excess. So we're going to need a bucket, with a belt, and then I need another balancer. Yeah, I'm the same book as you. I would really love to have a balancer with multiple priorities on it. The dev said it's on the list of things to do, but it hasn't been done yet because it turns out balancers are somewhat intensive on both game code and the processor, and they're complicated as shit. So that may or may not be a direct quote. Probably not, but you know. So eventually, and we're gonna have you do that. So you delete. Okay, and then you can be animal feed, and we're gonna make sure we turn that off because it is very much not accessible. So animal feed goes to big box. Big box feeds off to chickens. If for whatever reason the chickens can't accept any more animal feed, it shall come into here. You are going to prioritize into the bucket, which will then go into the balancer, which will then go and be burnt into water for chickens. If for some reason it cannot go into bucket, it'll then pop out here, merge with this one, which is now going to burn off you and you. Hopefully don't get into a situation where these two belts back up because we can't burn the stuff fast enough. I think that's a whole different scenario. Okay, can I... Very pretty, eh? Well, you'll get sorted. And has a lot of rock. Oh, wow. I think I found the issue. That's one hell of a drive. Okay. Alright, you are done. Which was this tower. Actually, we're going to try and do one more time. I don't like my chances, but we can try. Can I raise you up and build that? Yeah, I have a feeling it's just going to break everything, but we can try. High supply for... There's nothing... Well, technically. Like, you guys are doing a very long drive, and I sort of want to fix it, but I sort of don't, because the quicker you guys get this done, the happier I am. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that. And low supply of rubber, that's just a delivery problem. Speaking of delivery problems, can I make myself a new one by upgrading you? Yeah, we're going to go for lots of construction parts 1. After that's got up, we'll then go do construction parts 2. All right, so this is our little solution for food for right now. This gives us a couple of different new food types. Obviously, the next one I should be adding to the list is working out what's happening with the vegetables. Actually, what is the vegetables eat rate? We're eating them at 40. So as long as the belt could keep up, we'd be fine. There's a lot on the belt. All right, you don't make vegetables. You do make vegetables. So you're doing 11, that's 22. And we have about 30. And we need about 40. Yeah, so my only answer is either make more vegetables or possibly add fruit to the list. But that required more farms, which we don't have. So that's a later problem. All right. So this is all running. This looks like it should be fine. And how far are you guys dug through? About halfway. Can I... And that bucket's going to fill up very soon, and then that's going to bottleneck our degrade. I'm going to mark the whole lot. That way the top team can help the bottom team if they get that far. Okay. All right. Next thing I think we need to do is remove that ghost, obviously, and that ghost. And what's the story here? So you are a dirt, and we're going to edit area from there to there. Okay. The other dirt tower I want to move along shortly. No, they're doing all right, he says, as the retaining wall just disappears entirely. Oh, this one could empty this way as well. Oh, it's a massive saving. Okay, and also we're emptying you. You're gonna go get that job. You have dirt. No, please. No. Don't dump the dirt where we're trying to dig the dirt from. In fact, all of these guys can go away. We're not doing that trick anymore. We're trying to put the dirt in the grounds. We're trying to put down a top layer of topsoil. You're almost done. Okay, sure, the retaining walls might not have made it, but you are basically done. Invalid routes. That's fine. I don't think I care. In fact, I don't care. What I do care is trucks wasting their precious construction time removing things when I can do it with Uni. Done. And solved. Okay, so dirt, plenty of dirt. That is being emptied at priority 15. You're being emptied at priority 14. I'm going to change you down to 15. And I'm going to change you to 14. So these are the least important jobs on the map. And hopefully that solves that problem. Site access, no mining designations. Oh, you guys are finished as well. Okay, so now we have this direct route. This direct route is because gold is right here, which means I'm going to want to get here and I want to start tapping gold reasonably soon. But whilst we wait for you guys to have a new job to do, we're going to bring you to here, and I think I'm going to do that. In fact, I know I'm going to do that. And we're going to have them just clear cut this area of the ridge and just start working their way around rimming a new part of the map. Yep. Yeah, that should keep them fairly preoccupied. And okay, oh, what? Okay, that tower is doing that, which is now done. Oh, so this bucket is assigned to this tower. It's also assigned to this tower, which does dumping. Oh, why can't you come over here and dump over here? Mr. Trucky. You are testing those waters and saying no. Okay, probably because they're already assigned to somebody else. Because it's a long way away. All right. You're also assigned to... Where's my bucket? My bucket. All right. You're also assigned to this one and this one. Okay. This one was doing this area, which is now done. Edit there to there. And you were doing this tower. Yep, leveling team tower, which has nobody in the leveling team, which can now do here to here. One tile gonna get, no, one tile's not gonna save me. Okay. And you're assigned to this one. You're assigned to that one, which is... Do they not have dumping zones? No, they don't. We're going to assign them a little bit further this way because they have their own little tiny itty bitty dumping zone right here. But we're just going to leave them to keep leveling the map. They now have 4 mega diggers. And who else does that leave? That leaves, that's it. Okay, so bucket on the back of the map really is out of things to do because it can't access this little area because it's not told to access this little area. Okay, do I want them just roaming in the map? Not really, because that would be bad. Which is what they're doing currently. They're roaming the map and driving all the way out to here. And realistically, I want them to dump stuff much closer to home. All right, we're going to start with this. Yeah. The idea was I could dump in dirt in here, but if I have ample amounts of rock right here, we might as well. Either I need to go around and, well, add another row or 10 or... Actually... How far out does that gold come? Reasonably far. It might not be a bad idea to just start angling out the back of the island a bit deeper. Yeah, I might do that later. All right, so you guys can start filling in this area. That's fine. It's right here. It's super local. You are literally on the other side of the map. Yeah, that's the part that I'm trying to avoid. I don't really want dumpy teams driving all the way across the map to get stuff done, unless it's specific, like dirt up to here. That's a specific job. I don't mind that one so much. But you are done, right? Yes. Okay, we're going to delete that tower because you're about to get in my way, and you can go away. All right. Dirt teams. Dirt teams, please. Can I get the dirt out to here? And also another row all the way along. Now we've had that little dump done. and dirt towers. Can I find out dirt towers? Dirt towers. We have the dirty tower. The dirty tower, I can do this section. Yep, in its entirety. And one thing I want to do is I definitely want a ramp on the front, just so it hopefully avoids any issues with trucks getting stuck. And then we're going to edit you. I'm going to bring you from here to here. And I'm going to intentionally... I think I can get away with that. Like so. Nope. We're going to put a little ramp there and a little ramp there. And screw it. Put a little ramp there. And we will leave that to get done. So I want this area filled first, this area filled second. And hopefully I got those towers around the right way. Because you're assigned to this bucket, and this bucket is assigned to that tower and that tower. Hopefully it chooses to do this tower first. Right. Yes. Okay, yeah, because I don't want to cut off the thoroughfare of these trucks that are obviously going over and dealing with this bucket. But with them having much closer dumping zone, obviously they're getting it done awfully quickly. And that's a priority 15, and you're a priority 14. Okay, well, like I said, thoroughfare makes a big difference. Massive difference. All right, so we have chickens up and running. We've got that far. We have upgraded construction parts to the next level. They're going to take a little while to fill up. We're up at 3.8k, but we're going to have an awful lot more. Also means that as we're doing that, we're putting pressure on delivering wood down here to fill up this box as fast as we make construction parts, which is not super fast. Wrong machine, that machine. Not super fast, but it definitely adds up. Also means that we're putting in line... putting pressure on lime, rock, and not so much slag. Slag is automatically delivered via belts. Yes. So we are going to put some pressure on these. I should probably slide that up. And that's already slid up, and that's fine. You should be slid up too. You're already slid up. You're slid up. Copper's having issues, and you should be slid up as well. Iron 4, copper 3. Okay. So can I pull... you, unassigned. Unassigned. Okay, and you have... Actually, we have spare trucks. I'm not going to steal a truck from there. I'm just going to steal a truck from the general pool. Yep, we're just going to move a iron guy to a copper guy. That seems reasonable. And you guys have a couple of tiles left and done. And the zigzag team is struggling. Struggling hard. And I think that is just due to wherever we're dumping stuff is probably miles away. That doesn't help that you're going to go there to get fuel. You have a dedicated fuel truck. Our fuel truck doesn't fuel trucks. Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We're making progress. Did you get loaded up with parts? You did. You needed to visit... Not you. You needed to visit... you. Okay. And that means I can click that button again and reload up Shippy, who can then go visit somebody else. We still have to visit this one, so I can do this trade in the future. And you... requires me at least level 2 relationship or level 3. And we're probably going to upgrade this one as well. But we are mining uranium at least. Actually, we're not mining uranium at least. It's full. Mr. Shippy, stop there, please. And on the move, load cargo. Yep, go over there and load up all the uranium. And also means that I can now do green marked. Can I map you? I need to what? Level 2. Okay, so I need to do that again as well. All right, I'm going to leave this episode here. We're going to go load up Mr. Shippy with some uranium, bring him home full of uranium because we can. Hopefully we get this little bit of dirt done along with this little bit of dirt done Also, well, rock dumping is going awesome. Finally. That means hopefully dirt dumping is going to be the next one. And I can't believe there are 17 idle trucks. You know what? Yeah. Empty 2 boxes. 0 idle. That's what I like to see. All right. Yes, I'm going to call this episode here. I will see you guys in the next episode with, I don't know, we could get into planting wheat. Like, I have some room to start planting some farms. So maybe that's not a bad idea. Also, probably we should go back and do something about research. We still have the tumor captains, gold smelting, and uranium. So please, comment section below, because the votes are in. Mostly, but you never know. Maybe your vote could sway it. Maybe we're not going to go into, the current highest vote. Maybe the other one will win. I don't know. Leave your votes below. Which should we go into as our next research? Should we go and get gold smelting done so we can start mining gold, so we can get into basic computing and microchips, or nuclear reactors? Yeah. Also, upgrade. Done. All right, that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.